Well, hello YouTube! Greetings from LazyEyebrowReviewer, and today is the last time I talk about the Datsun Trio, I promise. This is now the 7th video in which I'm now talking about them, whether in Classics or Masterpiece version, so what could I possibly have left to talk about them? Well, how about the Reprolabels kit? Let's start off with the basics. Here we have the 3 fair ladies in robot mode, and honestly they're not bad looking as is. Together, they make the trio. And I still stand with the fact that all of them are worth getting without feeling like they're too much of just a repaint. Same goes for their vehicle modes. I love each of them and feel that they aren't like the Seekers in which it's only paint that separates them and that's it. They feel different enough to be another character and they are A-okay as is. Almost. Let's get into that, shall we? So let's start with Prowl and go in the order that I reviewed them in. Car mode is alright. You got the light bar and pretty much all the decals that would make this guy Prowl. Reprolabels, however, adds a bit more to give them that classic Prowl look. A police badge in the hood, the addition of the city on the bottom of the door is a nice touch and has a load of options to choose from. These include Tokyo, Sapporo, Osaka, New York, Rio de Janeiro, Mexico City, Los Angeles, Ville de Quebec. For some reason. I mean, why not Toronto? Or an awesome inside joke would even be Hamilton, Ontario. That's where they're based out of. Fun fact, I used to live there a long time ago. But Quebec City is just an odd choice. Chicago, London, Melbourne. Again, why not Sydney? Man, these choices are so odd. And finally, Hong Kong. I personally went with Tokyo because I just liked it. Plus, this is actually the Japanese paint scheme for their old 80s police car. Another awesome addition being that they give you reflective chrome for the side mirrors. They even give you 2 sets if you're like me and constantly screw up the sticker process. Another feature is the light bar becomes chromed out. Highway patrol is added to the roof and an Autobot sticker is provided for the rear window. All really cool things. And finally the back. And possibly my favorite addition for some reason, taillights with included reverse lights. Thank you, Reprolabels. Oh man, these are so much better than the bland amber and red that was originally here. Don't get me wrong, I was appreciative that they painted it. But Reprolabels, you just nailed the rear end for me. And they even give you a license plate that says police. Imagine how awesome this would look if I had placed it correctly. So that was car mode. Under robot mode. I think the most noticeable things in this set are the shoulders and all their G1 glory. Yes, we finally get good shoulders for Prowl that cover up the boring white that once was there. Not much else changes though. He does get hip stickers for his side flaps and his crotch, so that's pretty nifty, but that's about it. Everything I've covered in car mode is pretty much shown here and really adds life where it was needed for this figure. Moving on to Bluestreak. Bluestreak kind of gets the short end of the stick here. There's really not much you can do to him to make him any better, but Reprolabels literally did everything they could do to make him better, and that really wasn't much. Maybe that's why this site is $6. Fair Lady Z license plate cover is added to the front, and I put an Autobot symbol on the hood because I didn't like the original. It didn't seem to stand out for me. The back of the front fender gets a sticker that says Turbo on it, and the chrome trim is added to the bottom of the car, as well as in between the door window and the rear window gets a bit of chrome, which completes the chrome finish the car had going around the window, so I am down for that. And now we get to the back, which has had the most done to it, and sad to say I've pretty much covered most of it with Prowl. Taillights, which look a bit duller here than on Prowl for some reason, especially the reverse lights, and an Autobot symbol on the rear window. Really, the only thing that you really have any option with is a license plate. I put Bluestreak, but there are 7 options, including Fair Lady Z both in black and as a license plate, Bluestreak or Silverstreak, just plain old streak, Gunner, or my personal favorite but I didn't want to apply it is Kick Me. That's hilarious. Under robot mode, and again same as Prowl, taillights are showing as is the crotch and side plate stickers. But the biggest addition again is the shoulders. However, I have a dilemma in regards to them. On the right is the blue shoulder sticker it comes with. This is entirely G1 accurate and doesn't look half bad, especially with the reflective nature of the blue. On the left, however, the blue has been traded for black, and while I positively love the color and how well it works with Bluestreak, while keeping the G1 design without necessarily the colors, it isn't G1, and this is where I'm torn. I'd literally be happy with either one, but I honestly can't decide. So this is where I'd say welcome to the super amazing mid-card tournament, where this time we're doing a battle of the shoulders. Is it Black Streets Black or Rib Fur on the right? Click on the shoulder to cast your vote. Next Tuesday, I'll tell you who won. Go on, click a shoulder. Are you going to click a shoulder? Or maybe you're watching this on a phone. Hadn't thought of that. Well, I guess I'll put the options in the description then. How's that? Good? Okay, you can vote after the review then. I guess. Okay, back to the review. Anyway, game theory ripoffs aside, both of them are awesome. I love the design, even down to the 6-pointed star, which could mean a myriad of things, but I like to think it's him showing off how much of a fan he is of the runway designs of Heathrow Airport. So that's been Bluestreak. His upgrades, shoulders aside, are subtle, and that allows him to keep his sleek, high-end sports car feel to him. So bonus points to Reprolabels. And now we come to our final figure, Smokescreen. Now, you've probably heard me go on about how cool it was that they gave a nod to Devendorf for this vehicle mode. But you know what would have been even cooler? Was if Reprolabels made this car even more of a replica of... Yeah, that! Oh my goodness, this kid is unbelievable! Just look at the decals everywhere! They paid product placement of the original race car! While this isn't paid at any of these companies, and I am curious how Reprolabels does it without getting sued, I'm still overly excited to have this set! Man, such an upgrade! Me, being a race car fan, especially the Grand Touring series, you have no idea how impressed I am with this set! Words do it no justice! On the front, we have a whole whack of racing logos where a once bland front used to be, and the Autobot logo has been replaced with an 83. This can also be 38 if you want you an accuracy, but for this figure, I was more interested in the real-world accuracy like it should have been in my opinion, especially if Jazz could keep Martini way back in the day. On the side, Huck, Disturbance, and Slot Fever are all gone and replaced with a plethora of racing products, and my favorite one being Goodyear on the fender. Although, to be honest, if there's one thing that disappoints me with this set, however, it's the lack of wheel stickers that say Goodyear, or something like could be found on the Dark of the Moon race car sets from Reprolabels. I mean, they went this far, going all the way would have totally been worthwhile. Although, don't get me wrong, what we've already covered has been completely fantastic. Moving on to the doors, there are two options, but I've stuck with a Devendorf route. The other option is everything the same but 38 instead, and Don Devendorf switched to the Gambler. Smoke-tastics on the windshield and rear fender has been replaced to Electromotive, and the taillights have been spruced up a bit and made to look more accurate to the original car. There's an option to have a different set of lights, but the only difference is that there's little slivers of reverse on the sides of the plate. Not that a racing car needs it, so I opted out from installing them, even though the original had reverse lights, although exactly like the ones on Streak and Prowl. Oh well. And yes, he too gets side mirrors like Prowl and Streak. Oh my goodness, just give me a minute. That took a lot out of me. A set this good. I need to refresh myself. Man. Okay, let's look at robot mode. Honestly, there's not really much here. The set is very heavy on the car mode, and because a lot of the car mode is showing, so do the stickers from car mode, which I'm totally down with too. Really, the only other stickers he gets are his crotch and the sides of his shoulder cannons and the crest on his helmet, which I'm still kind of nyeh about the look of. It doesn't even cover the whole front of his crest, so it looks two-tone. Otherwise, I personally added the Autobot sticker on his leg for the rear windshield from an extra on Prowl, since his Autobot symbol was covered up by the 83. So let's sum up. I'll definitely say that I love all three of these sets, but Smokescreen has just moved up to be my favorite. I love racing, and this set just hits all the right spots for me. Prowl looks good, and Bluestreak looks pretty much the same, which I'm okay with. Bluestreak still looks fantastic. In robot mode, Smokescreen still looks amazing, but so do the rest really. And that's about all I can say about these three. It has been a long set of reviews spanning from about March of this year, and this review itself has been a long-winded one, and all I'm talking about is stickers. Stickers, for goodness sake! That's it, and this has been my longest Datsun review yet! Man, I need to get a life.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, this has been the LazyEyebrowReviewer saying, man, I need to do something. Maybe hang out with my wife for a while. Yeah, go out with some friends. Maybe have a fire over dinner or something. Man, how boring can one get? 9 minutes of talking over stickers. Goodness! Cynthia, call some people. We're having a fire tonight.
Who?
I don't know who, just someone. I need a life. I talked about stickers for a long time and now I feel dull.
Well, you are dull.
I didn't ask if you thought I was dull. I know I'm dull.
Well, why don't you clean the living room?
Okay, I'll clean the living room.